Sacramento Bee reporter Ed Fletcher. I'm at Center Parkway where earlier today a man was shot after an altercation with police. Witnesses said it started with the man acting erratically.
And he walks up halfway. I met him halfway in the driveway. What can I do for you? And he froze. And so I said, well, what can I do for you? He says, well, I'm lost. I said, where are you trying to get to? And he made like he was talking on the phone. He says, well, I don't know. And then he says, you the man? His eyes are like this big, So I said, no. And he turns and just walks away. I was going to make a phone call. I was going to call the police. Wait a minute, there's too much going on. And just then the police came around the corner and they stopped him over here. And they talked to him, asking him questions, your name, where do you live, where do you want to go? You say you're lost, but where are you trying to get to? So they put him in the car and came over and spoke with me. And while they were speaking to me, he was kicking the doors in the car, so they turned their attention back to the car. And they went over to let him out or to tell him. I mean, as soon as they opened the door, he took off running.
A foot pursuit ensued through the neighborhood where the subject was able to elude officers and get into several backyards of residences. And at that point, officers tried to contain the area. And within several minutes later, the subject reappeared from behind a vehicle with 2 knives. At that point, he verbally challenged the officers, and at that point, officers fired their weapons, striking the subject. He was struck and he is deceased at this point. The officers are uninjured, and at this point, our homicide detectives, as well as our crime scene investigators, have been summoned to the scene and to begin the investigation.
Are you surprised it escalated to shots fired from the state in which you saw him in the morning?
Yeah, totally. It really escalated. It went from 10 to 100.